Do you want to know the best curios in the game? This video is for you. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and curios are the game changers in Black Myth Wukong. They boost your combat power, enhance your abilities, and can even drastically improve your character builds. But not all curios are created equal, and I have collected and tested all the curios in the game, and today we're diving into the top 12 best curios you need to have to dominate the game. So ultimately, I can save you the hassle of picking the best curios for your build and save time. Starting with my honorable mentions first, and the first one on the list is the mandatory curio when farming certain rare curios or just farming mine cores in general, the golden carp. This curio increases material drop rates by 2% per curio, stacking up to 6% if you equip 3 simultaneously. I value my time when farming, and I think you do value your time as well, so make sure you equip this when farming for specific items. The next one is another farming curio, which is the Gold Flora hairpin. This curio gives you an additional plus 10% will drop rate per piece, and it is highly useful when you are in the early chapters of the game, since you will need a lot of will for your weapons and armor upgrades and more. Although will is so abundant at mid to end game because you will have access to the greatest farming spots in the game, equipping this curio during early game while progressing normally can save you a lot of time. Starting the actual list, and on this one of the top 12 curios that you should have is the Celestial Registry. This curio grants a 10% XP boost, pretty useful when you are grinding for additional levels to gain those sweet sparks. In higher NG cycles, you can equip multiple of these, so if I equip 3 Celestial Registries, that's a whopping 30%. Coming in at number 11 spot is the Snow Fox Brush. This curio shines for players who love using transformation, as it extends the duration of transformation by slowing down might decay by 20%, allowing you to maintain your powerful forms for longer. Obviously, this is pretty useful if you love transformation in general, because we all know how each transformation can bring value to the table with their unique fighting style. Especially Yellow Long, if you can master this transformation and will be equipping the Snow Fox Brush, you can take advantage of its form by just parrying enemies and staying on it for a long duration. If you are curious about which is the best transformation in the game, I have made a dedicated guide and tier list, so click the card here or check the description. Claiming the top 10 spot is the Gold Button. This curio will boost your attack by 15 when you're at max HP. It's an excellent choice for skilled players who can dodge and maintain their health. This curio is often being used in burst setup, since maintaining full health is relatively achievable if you are already experienced in the game, or the enemies can't harm the user anyways if they got burst down relatively quickly. Moving on to the top 9 spot, the Cat Eye Beads will take the spotlight. The 3% critical chance that this curio provides is simply valuable in crit focus builds. One of the strongest builds in this game is crit focus, and you will likely be using this curio a lot, especially in endgame. The Golden Set requires critical strikes for you to gain chi easily and spam those juicy spirit, or when using the Centipede set, as it relies on critical strikes for you to inflict Poison Bane. The top 8 spot will be taken by the Auspicious Lantern. This curio is all about risk and reward. It reduces your health by 80, but in exchange, you get a 10% attack boost for 20 seconds when you activate Cloud Step. You will be invisible anyways when you are under the spell, so the health loss is not a big deal, at least in my opinion, but the 10% attack boost that it provides is simply massive, and it can easily be stacked with other attack boosting sources in the game. Looking for a massive damage spike, the Beast Buddha curio will take the spot at top 7. The Beast Buddha boosts critical hit damage by 9%, and if you stack 3 of these, you're looking at a deadly 27% crit damage boost, ideal for one-shot or burst builds. This is massive, as dealing an absurdly single strong attack is relatively easy in this game thanks to focus charge attack, so that 27 additional crit damage boost can be taken advantage to the full. Highly suggested to get at least 3 of these, especially if you are going for the unified mind setup in higher NG plus cycles. Bursting enemies are so easy when you reach this point, and having more damage multipliers will even increase your chances of success, because when you do a full charge attacks, your clones will do it as well, making it a super deadly move that can wipe out almost any enemy in the game. Going for the top 6 spot, and Thunder Flame Seal will be in the spotlight. The curio provides an extra 30 mana per piece, so if you are maining a Spellbinder setup, you need at least 3 of these, giving you 90 mana points in total. Because the higher mana points you have, the stronger the Spellbinder can provide provide you raw attack points, not just in spellbinder setups, since if you are building around your spells, this Curio can offer value to your build, so make sure you have at least 3 of these and you are good to go. If this guide is providing you value so far, subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and engaging in the comments helps me a lot as I do every task myself. A considerable amount of effort has been poured into this and I appreciate your support. Now we are down on top 5 spot and the tiger tally will hit the spot. This Curio increases your attack by 8% for 6 seconds after landing light attack combos. You will be doing light attack combos like 70 to 80% of the time when in combat, so basically you will be able to access the attack boost that it provides, so that's an easy 8% damage boost added to your build. The best part is you can easily get this Curio as early in chapter 2 and starting enjoying its effect. This can be your staple Curio when finishing your first playthrough, and I remember removing this Curio on rare occasions only, but most of the time I have it on during my first playthrough. Coming in top 4 spot, the Amber Prayer Beads will take the spotlight. The Amber Prayer Beads reduce the focus requirements by 10 points, giving you faster access to powerful focus charge attacks. The majority of our big damage comes from 3 to 4 max focus charge attacks, so accessing and performing these moves in the fastest time possible would be ideal. It may seem not a lot on paper, but this is a huge deal in real combat scenarios, as you will be performing different kinds of combos. So when checking out the values, equipping this Curio reduces the focus requirement by 10. So for example, a level 1 focus charge requires at least 100, but when the Curio is equipped, it will be reduced to 90 instead. The same goes for the succeeding charges. Down in the top 3 spot, and it is likely that you already have this Curio, which is the Gold Spike Plate. The Gold Spike Plate has 32 defense and reflects 0.1 of your total attack stat back at enemies when receiving a hit. Stack 3 of these Curios for a formidable defense, especially in NG plus cycles. It's not just for defense though. When playing in NG plus 4, the defense will be a valuable stat, not just for survivability but for offensive purposes as well. The original Wukong armor adds 24 defense per unlocked relic upgrades, and when you are equipped with at least 3 gold spike belts, you can have a whopping flat 843 defense in total, which will make you avoid getting one shot. But the icing on the cake is a dark iron staff, which scales with your total defense and converts it to additional attack. You can have a whopping 268 attack that will never change if you will follow the configuration that I am showing you right now. 70 to 80% of NG plus pro players will be using this setup, so the gold spike plate is high up on this list. Down to the last 2 spot, and at top 2, Celestial Burstone Fragment will take the spotlight. A Curio that you absolutely need to have. A Celestial Burstone Fragment makes you ignore the enemy's Forbane's resistance. The damage over time that Scorch and Poison deals are simply not a joke in this game, as they can have at least 180 to 200 damage per tick. So even if you are not running a dedicated status inflicting build, the Celestial Burstone Fragment is simply a must-have Curio. And finally, the Curio that takes the top 1 spot is a Tiger Tendon Belt. This Curio gives you a 12% attack boost for 6 seconds after seeing through an enemy attack or parrying them to avoid confusion. Parrying attacks in this game with your light attack combos is easier compared to other games, as it has this generous window time. With a little practice, you can nail it consistently. So as early as possible, I highly suggest mastering resolute attacks or seeing through enemies, and you will thank me when reaching the endgame. I find the Tiger Tendon Belt perfect for almost every build out there. That is why it is high on the list. Which Curios did you find the best in the game? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like the video and engaging in the comments when you can, as it helps me a lot. Subscribe as more guides will come, but if you want to know the best transformation for you or know the best spirits in the game, these videos are for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.